Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. How is Pisces feeling in the second week of October 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for Pisces, first of all, please. Right, Pisces, you've got the 9 of Cups. That's a really nice card. It's about 9 as a single number, so it's about being happy in yourself as a single person, someone who's living life solo. You feel good, whether it's work, hobbies, your health, how you look, your general confidence and self-satisfaction. Maybe have really good friendships, maybe have fantastic relationship with your family. You're good. Like, you don't have this need for love, okay? You just feel good in yourself at the moment. With the Queen of Cups reversed, you could be, when it comes to love, you could be a little bit closed off, a little bit unhealed. You know, in the past, maybe there's a negative experience and you haven't quite got over that, and that's why you're just happy being solo. Because let's face it, when you're not dealing with another person, you're able to keep more balanced, okay? Because when things are great with them, it makes your mood really high, and then if you sense that there's a problem, you can sink, you know. So often you get more stability, not always, but you tend to get more stability when you are single and solo, you know, single and happy, like not necessarily looking. I do feel like you could have responsibilities in work or a home or children to take care of with you being a queen. But there's a lack of healing when it comes to the past. Maybe a love from the past or someone that you dated screwed you over, but you're definitely feeling a bit bitter or unhealed about something. Look at all this water. All these cards are cups, okay? You've got the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. Look, grief, sadness, loss, regret. Something ended and it really, really has badly affected you. Still getting over someone from the past, which is why you're not looking for anyone at the moment. And for the foreseeable future, you're not interested in love. Please don't spam personal questions. It's a collective reading. You just watch your sign or the sign of your person and it should resonate. It's not a live Q&A. You can either buy a personal reading or support this channel by watching the general readings. And when I get to 4,000 watch hours, I can do live Q&As, or you can buy a personal reading. Okay, so they're showing up with the Temperance reversed. So Pisces, the one that you're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in, their moods are all over the place. They could be a Sagittarius, they don't have to be. But this card depicts someone who's pouring from one cup into another. It's more cups again, more emotions, okay? We've got water everywhere. It's like a flash flood. They're not managing their emotions well. They could be having mood swings. They could be getting angry, getting upset, getting depressed. You know, these other cards came out. The The Magician reversed, Strength reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed. Oof. You're both in your feminine energy with two queens, okay? So very passive. No one's making an effort to get in touch with the other. It's kind of hostile, like very passive aggressive. They're feeling weak. That is the major arcana for Leo, the Strength reversed. There's a need to be strong, and we can't, because it just feels like there's a permanent storm over the situation. The Queen of Swords reversed is someone who's either going to block communication completely, or they're going to say whatever's on the tip of their tongue and it's going to hurt. Yeah, someone's really not coping with this situation at all. Look at all this grief. This looks like to be your ex that you split up with. I don't know who did the finishing or if it was just a terrible argument that happened, but you definitely are grieving this. Let's get two more for them. This isn't a live Q&A, it's collective readings by zodiac sign. Please don't put personal questions in the chat. They won't be answered. You need to watch your sign or the sign of your person, or both. Follow the long-term narrative, it will answer your questions. Or you need to find a channel if you're dead set on having a question answered tonight. You've got to find a channel that's offering that. And you'll probably have to pay for it as well. The Chariot reversed. Now, the Chariot upright is the major arcana for Cancer. So they could have Cancer placements or be a Cancer. They could be a water sign. Sorry, not a water sign. They could be an air sign. With them having Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with the Queen of Swords reversed. They could be a Sagittarius with the Temperance, but they don't have to be. The Chariot reversed is failure, loss or defeat at the last minute, which is interesting because we've got grief, sadness, loss, regret here. Goodness me, there's so much emotion. Again, that's water, isn't it? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Major for Cancer. It's just water everywhere. So much emotion, so much depression, so much sadness. Very dramatic. Unhealed, like grieving. Let's get one more for them. Seven of Swords reversed. Something could have got exposed. Something could have been exposed that they were doing behind your back. Because they've got failure, loss or defeat at the last minute, and they've got deception being revealed. Unless they found out something that you were doing. But it does seem like they've either blocked you or they've ended it, because that is a divorce card, usually the Queen of Swords reversed. And you're in grief. I feel like something's been revealed or found out. Let's get three for the outcome. So the outcome for the second week of October is King of Pentacles upright, Six of Swords upright, Two of Cups reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed, Three of Pentacles reversed, Page of Cups reversed. Right. There's an earth sign or someone with earth placement. Someone's thinking in a very practical way here. They've moved into their masculine energy and they're thinking about time, money and energy, assets, income, dealing with things in a very pragmatic manner. They might be responsible for children or a home or have a really high-powered job, but they're deciding to just get themselves grounded and move on. They feel like the love is not mutual, that there's a lack of reciprocity and balance here, a lack of give and take, no cooperation, and therefore there's going to be no apology or offer of emotion. Someone's making a clean break because they just feel like it's not mutual, the feeling is not mutual, there's no cooperation. And I think it could be you, because you've already started to grieve. I think it could be you, Pisces. And this person feels like they failed, so it's like their kind of emotions are a bit behind, they're a bit more delayed than yours. Unless it was them that finished it with that Queen of Swords, and then your reaction is to be upset. But one of you's moving on. Because you just feel like it's not mutual love, there's no cooperation. We'll know, because we'll get more cards and we'll clarify them. The High Priestess in the challenge position, so it's difficult to know what to do, to trust our gut, to have faith that everything's going to work out or we're making the right decision. That's the challenge. Okay, again, more water energy, heavy Pisces energy. One more for the outcome this week. The Sun card reverse, sadness, burden, being preoccupied, you know. The Sun card, when it's upright, it's a naked baby riding a horse bareback, you know, giggling with the sun shining behind them. See, this is like, when it's reversed, it's like, I have got burdens, I have got worries, I have got, you know, stuff going on in my head that's stopping me from concentrating. It's Leo energy, fire energy. They've got Sagittarian energy and they've got Leo energy. And the Queen of Swords. They've got water energy. Did I not get 3 cards for them? Did they get the High Priestess or no? These were a combination, weren't they? So that could be them. That could be them. Let's get one more then. I messed up there because they should have had a 3rd card. So I'm going to take those ones that were in the outcome as them. So they've gone logical and practical. You're just very, very emotional. Six of Cups upright. Soulmate. You're struggling with your intuition, like, is this a soulmate or not? Because how can they just walk away just like that? How is it that easy for them to just go really logical and practical and just walk away just like that? So cold. Let's get a no contact message. Hi, welcome into the chat. I'm single. I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone. I'm not looking to get into a relationship at this time. So they're not leaving you because they're going to someone else. That's not the case. Okay, there isn't anyone else. I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. That's their message to you, Pisces. What's the nature of this connection, please? Deception. Someone's wearing a mask in this relationship. I mean, the card of deception that we've got is, they had the Seven of Swords, which is like cloak and dagger, being mysterious. They feel bad that you're hurting, but they're not moving on to another person. But there could be something else that they're not telling you, like they're holding back information, or, you know, if it doesn't make sense, it's because there's more going on, isn't it? Like, they've not really explained themselves fully, or it seems like it's coming out of nowhere, but it's not like the other person does have the answers. Like, of course, it's not coming out of nowhere. Hi, Marie. I'm addicted to you. Why are they ending it if they're addicted to you? That's weird. Weirdo. Let's get confessions. Maybe you're very attractive, Pisces, or, you know, they enjoy like the comfort of being in a relationship, so they keep kind of feeling drawn back towards you. I don't know. Let's get some more. I'm scared to let someone in. So it could be more like their issues with letting people in, being close. There could be someone that's a runner, a self-sabotager. We'll get more answers, don't worry. Distant, so far away, physically and emotionally. See if you can rekindle the passion again. See, someone's like feeling distant. They're addicted to you, but they wear a mask of deception. Yeah, it's a bit strange, isn't it? What a mess. Hi, Gavin's PlayStation channel. I'm having a very good day today, thank you. Hi, Marie. Marie, Scorpio is in the last live, so if you go out of this live into the lives playlist, you'll see the one that says Scorpio in the title. Swept away, caught up in the romance, or clearing out emotions. Refreshed romance, cleanse past sorrows, be charmed in you, and embrace the joy of a fling. Caught up in the romance, or clearing out emotions, swept away. Why are the emotions, like, so unbelievably high on both sides? You're devastated and grieving the loss of this person. They finished it, but there's stuff that they're not telling you, and it doesn't seem like there's anyone else that they're dealing with. They know that they've really hurt you, but it's like they're not telling you everything. And I don't know what it is. It's very annoying. Don't want to hear it. They're trying to run away from something. They really, like, how can you run away from your own problems? Like, they're part of who you are, so you can't run away from them. That's like being pregnant, trying to run away from a baby. Like, it's a part of your body. You can't run away from it. It's going to follow you wherever you go. Like, it's not possible. You do need to deal with this, whoever this is, like the cross watcher. Endings aren't always endings. Ooh, at some point, they're going to open back up, you know. Right now, they can't talk about it, or they don't want to. They're not comfortable to talk about it, but they're going to come back. It's not really the end, because they do love you. But they've caused an ending, and it's to do with something they're not sharing with you. They're not comfortable to access the emotion of it right now. It could be a personal trauma, and I don't know why I'm even thinking of it, but if there isn't anyone else, and it's kind of points to a lack of passion, I'm just worried that someone's been raped, or I'm not saying this is definitely what's happened, but, you know, if they got child trauma, like, if they were sexually abused, or I'm just trying to think of reasons why someone wouldn't be comfortable with being intimate. Because that creates emotional distance when people have things they don't want to talk about, they're not comfortable to access it. And there's not always another person, is there? Like, we might jump to that conclusion if someone stops being intimate with us, but you just don't know if something's triggered an emotion from the past, or a memory from the past, or past trauma, or they've recently been assaulted. You don't know um, how that's going to make someone feel, or I don't know why I'm thinking of that, because I never think of stuff like that. I never think of stuff like that. I'm not saying that's definitely what's happened, but it's strange. That, or maybe they're not emotionally available, but it's odd because you're not married, and you're two people that have met, and this person isn't looking to get into a relationship, even though they know that you love them. But the Five of Cups normally comes when you've had a relationship, and we've got the Six of Cups, which is a relationship. So I'm trying to think of, or like, I know it's not nice to think about, but if someone's had a miscarriage, or they've got, you know, mental health problems, so I don't know. They're just guesses, really. It's just speculation. Let me get some other clarifiers. Or they're not over someone from the past. Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I mean, you're Pisces. I don't know, I feel like I've left you with more questions than answers. um, let's get you... Hang on, I haven't done this one. This might give us something. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happy, single, living in the moment, having fun. I don't know if things started to be a bit serious and it's freaked them out and they've decided like they don't want to lose their independence. Maybe it took a long time for them to get over the last heartbreak and they don't want to get into something where they could get hurt again, but or they've been, like you could be like, I've not been married before, but I know some people that have been married, they've got divorced and then, they really don't want to get into anything too heavy straight after because there's a certain um there's more to lose, isn't there, when you get very emotionally involved or attached to someone. There's more to lose, there's more at stake. So if you just come out of something where you're fucking wrecked and you're trying to heal, even if you are happy to have a crush on someone again, you kind of like it not going too heavy, because you couldn't really cope with another disappointment like that. It's not just disappointment, is it? It's like when a marriage hasn't worked, that's a lot of financial mess, a lot of hostility, it takes a lot to heal from division on that scale. There could be children involved. Sometimes you just don't want to get in too deep into something for a while after. You don't even know how you feel about marriage anymore. Shit like that. I'm just chewing the fat. I'm just thinking of different possibilities. Because you're both queens, and then they're showing up as a king of pentacles. So they're trying to think in a more practical, pragmatic kind of way. They're going quite logical and practical. But there's so much water here, and it's it doesn't seem like you're either two people that have been in something very deep, or you're showing up as responsible people that have a lot of responsibilities, you're more mature, and this was early love. Because we did have a Two of Cups reverse, which says it's early on and it's in its infancy, when you're first dating, and then one person falls and the other realises they haven't fallen or they're not going to, either because it's just not a good match or one of you's not emotionally available. It doesn't seem like it's the end. It feels like this person's just not ready to enter into a relationship right now. Because it says sometimes endings aren't always endings, which tends to suggest there's going to be a reunion, because this person's going to have time apart and then be like, I actually really did like that person, and maybe I am ready to take a step forwards now. Maybe I have healed enough from the past. Should we get a time in? When will there be a reunion between Pisces and the one that they miss? The one that broke up with them? Distract yourself from the waiting game. You can't rush this person's healing. Spirit's not going to tell you, because it's kind of on this person to sort of heal and then realise when they're ready. Let them come to you, okay? Let's get you some advice. Guidance system. I love using my emotions as a guidance system. They show me how close or far away I am from what I want. When I'm feeling joy and doing the things I love, I'm in a state of allowing for my desires. I notice when I'm feeling low vibrational thoughts and shift them to release resistance. See, this is all about being in tune with your emotions and where you're at, and, trying to regulate your moods better. This person really struggling with their moods, and you're grieving for this person, okay? So we can't rush their healing. That's their homework, and they can only do it at the pace that they're comfortable with, and we can just wait, we don't have to stop our life for them. As long as we look after ourselves that's going to be ready when it's ready. Okay. Try to take care of yourself and look after your own emotional well-being, okay? Because that's they can only sort themselves out. You can't really like control it, but you do need to take care of yourself in the meanwhile. You don't deserve to live miserably, especially if the reason someone's not being in touch is like their issues. You don't need to take that on and suffer it. Give them the space, let things change in their circumstances internally or externally. Things will change and evolve, okay? And if you're meant to come back together, they'll come back to you. As long as you're attractive and you're looking good and you're enjoying yourself and you're living life how you want to and progressing in work and doing your hobbies and feeling good and getting on with friends and family, as long as you're working on yourself, this person's going to miss you and they'll be attracted back to you. They've just got stuff going on right now, okay, that makes them less emotionally available. Stellar wisdom. The answers you seek are already written in the cosmos. Trust the wisdom within and around you. The wisdom within is like your ability to rationalize the situation. You know there's more to this than what you're being told. You can't push them because that's only going to push them further away, okay? So focus on yourself. Ask other people for support and advice, okay? Because sometimes we get so involved in something that we can only see it from our perspective, or we doubt whether our judgment is right on something. But if you ask a few other people, they might be really helpful, or they might be like, no, that is odd, you know, and just help you to feel a bit more justified, or give you a bit of sympathy, even if like they say, well, that's a bit out of order or whatever. Just have sympathy that you're suffering a bit, kind of gets off your chest, a problem shared and all that. Don't keep it to yourself, because you'll just sink into a bit of a depression, won't you? Let's get you a good fortune card. A hidden talent will soon be discovered. Nurture it. Something you're really naturally good at, and it could make you a lot of money. Okay, so make sure you are pursuing those hobbies or things that you're becoming interested in. Definitely try and hone those skills and abilities, start courses. There's something you're naturally good at, okay, that you can make money from. Let's get you an angel number. That jumped out, didn't it? 2323, endless cycles. Charisma, communication, society, movement, journey, repetitive circumstances, and patterns. There's some truth you're resistant to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion. When you make a change, the whole world changes around you. Okay, take the focus off them. Take the focus off them and their issues and how they're being with you. Because when you do that and you fully focus on it, you're like at the behest of whatever their actions are. And if it's someone that's not coping, or it's someone that's going through something at their own pace, that's not necessarily going to be good for you to focus on that. Put your eggs in different baskets, and I don't mean start dating other people. I mean like focus on hobbies, focus on work, focus on family and friends. Get the regular kind of support and attention from people who can give it to you, and they'll come back to you when they can. Okay. That's my advice. It feels like whatever they're trying to run away from is creating distance between you, even though they just they're not comfortable to access whatever it is. They're trying to keep themselves single, but it's not because there's another person. It's like all the stuff that they're not sharing with you. So at some point, rationally, that's going to come out. But best to focus on your own well-being and your own balanced life, okay? Spend amounts of time looking at everything and not just focusing on them. Because if you just focus on them, you're going to feel such a loss of control and you're going to start to catastrophize and think everything's spinning out of orbit, where actually probably everything's pretty great with you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Only take me in advice as well. All right, take care, Pisces. I hope this resonates with some people. If it does, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, hype the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.